Got the Canyon Spectral On here, and I'm going to tell you why this is still hot in 2024. So the Canyon Spectral On was released more than 2 years ago, but it still punches way above its weight in the EMTB market. I'm going to tell you why that is. I've ridden this bike about 4,000 kilometers. But before we do that, there's a segue to our sponsor, Liat. Used by the top athletes in the world. Their products are packed with features that protect riders with industry-leading designs. So let's talk about the first point of this bike. What's good about the handling of this? Well, first of all, it's got a low bottom bracket. So this bike hugs the ground. It's really, really stable, and you can just ride it without like worrying about losing grip. The second thing is it's really agile. So no matter what's happening, you're going down the hill, you've got suddenly something changes in the trail, you can change direction really quickly. And that's a function of the suspension system. The other thing about this bike that makes it really a great ride is the fact that it's versatile. If you want to ride it slow, you can ride it slow and be very comfortable. If you want to ride it fast, because you're a fast rider, you can ride it fast. It will handle what you throw at it. Suspension is very dynamic and it's very easy to set up. In all the time I've been using this bike, both the front and the rear sag, I set it and that's it. I haven't touched it. Very surprised to have a suspension system that has needed this little intervention on the settings. Let's talk about reliability. Not my mother. First of all, the electrical system. The motor's been fantastic. I've done all the updates. I've taken it also to a dealer to have the updates done. And it now has they've improved it significantly since the first introduction. You can feel the software is smoother. The switch systems on it, on the remote, really good, very robust. Even if you turn the bike upside down, it resists the ground, because some remotes are very sensitive, and if you turn the bike upside down, they can break or crack. The display's great as well. It's hidden behind the bar, so it never really gets any action from trail objects. It stays out of the way, and that's been brilliant. So talking about the wheels and the reliability of these, absolutely fantastic. They're Newman carbon wheels. The spokes haven't worked themselves loose. I've done a quick check, but they've all basically perfect. No cracks, no bangs, no dents, nothing, and they're carbon. So I'm very impressed with that. I'm really impressed, actually. I would expect them after this many kilometers to need some kind of servicing, but they've been good, the hubs as well. Pivots have all stayed fine and tight, no problems. I've obviously cleaned them and sorted out any kind of dust or dirt ingress, but yeah, they've remained good. The drivetrain, Shimano XTR. I have had to change the chain twice and the cassette once. Obviously that's normal within 4,000 kilometers of riding, because you do get chain stretch and wear. But something I haven't had to do is adjust the XTR derailleur. It stayed absolutely bang on precise the whole time, and that is pretty impressive. Shimano EP8 motor. This is the EP8 version. The new system, the latest bikes come with the EP801, but this is the EP8 and it's been absolutely perfect. No trouble at all, very reliable, noise is the same, everything's basically the same. Now what's interesting about this bike, this has got the 900 watt-hour battery fitted. The thing I would say, if you're over 85 kilos, get the extra battery size, the 900, because then you've got literally no limits to where you go. The power of the motor is more than enough for 95% of people. It's got 85 Newton meters and 250 watts. The peak power, honestly, I'm not really bothered about it because it's fine. You don't need more power than that is available in this motor, in my experience, in 95% of situations. But really, I find myself having to brake uphill because there's more than enough power. So don't get too worried about power and modern bikes and all this hype about lots of power on new motors. This is enough. When climbing with the Spectral On, it's actually a really stable platform, very comfortable. Your body position is in the right place for maintaining traction and balance all the time. The motor is smooth and powerful. The new version with the EP8 even has the extended boost, has a natural feel. You can also tune it with the app to get even better minute setting changes to suit your riding style. When riding in the Dolomites, I managed 2,000 meters or more of climbing, even with the 900 watt-hour battery in turbo mode, and I'm 85 kilos. That's impressive. So on the climbs, this bike is just so easy. It's really agile. You can just move it around anything you like really easily. I'm really impressed. So if it's technical, if it's a tight turn, you can just pop around it. The motor's got more than enough power. In fact, there's enough power that you have to be careful that when maintaining traction. Descending is where this bike is amazing, and I'm going to show you that now. Really maneuverable, very agile. Change direction, even in the middle here. The back just pops around. It's absolutely fantastic. Braking is great. Control your speed well. It takes the sharp corners well. You still feel like with the 27.5 on the rear and 29er on the front that you've got enough to keep you stable, let's say. It feels like almost like an enduro bike. Do what's necessary. Fatigue is low. If you've got the 170mm fork on it, it does improve the resistance to, you know, those big impacts. When people ask me what kind of e-bike they need to buy or could buy or should buy, then I always recommend pretty much one of my first options is the Canyon Spectral ON. The reason being, it's good for experts, it's good for beginners, it's pretty much good for everybody. It's got a huge range of bikes from the base level entry models all the way up to the high-end expert models with the latest tech. Anyway, if you want to know more details, go and check out the Canyon website and there's all the specs for the various models there. Thanks for watching, don't forget to like and subscribe, and we'll see you on the next video.